Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the Superman trailer. We're just going to do a quick little Friday before Christmas video, talking a little bit about the new DCU James Gunn Superman movie, or trailer, not the movie. Movie's not even out yet. But in spite of me wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt, I'm a huge Superman fan. As you can see, I own that piece of trash game in the background, Superman from the N64. Like even the demo, they can't play it right because the game's so broken. But I just wanted to talk about the trailer teaser real quick. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice 2 minutes and 22 seconds of heart and soul. Like, had you told me like 20 years ago, James Gunn, the guy who did Slither and Trauma movies, that he would be the right guy to write and direct a Superman film, I would have been like, you're effing crazy. But it looks really good. It looks to be more of a Superman movie than all of the Zack Snyder Superman films combined. And I know I'll probably get some hate from that, but Zack Snyder just never really captured the essence of Superman in his movies. Zack Snyder looked at cool comic book panels of Superman and said, hey, this guy's OP, he's just going to beat everybody, which is not the point of Superman. When Superman was created back in the 30s by Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel, it wasn't because of that. Like, Superman is supposed to show us how we can be. Like, I think Marlon Brando's monologue in the original Richard Donner Superman film, which you can't really see, but I've got the Christopher Reeve Superman right there. I love that figure from Mezco 112. Looks really good. But Superman's supposed to show us how we can be better, how we can achieve to be better. Because Jerry Siegel, when he created Superman as a kid, and this is kind of part of the mythos. This might not be 100% true, but it's a story that gets told enough that, you know, if the legend is better than the fact, you tell the legend, kind of thing. So as the story goes, his dad was robbed and murdered by just a lowly criminal and things like that, almost kind of like Bruce Wayne's parents. And in his grief, he created this character, Superman, who could save people like that, like could stop crimes, could stop bullets with his chest and things like that. So it was a child reaching out and creating a character that could have saved his dad. Like, and that is the point of Superman. Superman is about hope and everything like that. And I feel that the Richard Donner Superman movie, the first two Superman movies, really, really conveyed that. And Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman and Justice League, even with all the Christ-like images that Zack Snyder tried to throw up on screen for us, he never quite understood the core of Superman. Where this trailer, I mean, the redux of the John Williams score does help, but it does kind of show that. Like, that's the thing about this Superman. I feel that James Gunn is going to nail that hope and hero kind of thing. I mean, we got to wait till the film comes out, but with that score, and then, you know, you start with him crashing in the Arctic and Crypto showing up. It was great to see Crypto on film for the first time, showing up. And when he said home, I don't know if he's taking him to the Fortress of Solitude or if he's taking him to Kansas. In my mind, when I watched the trailer, I was thinking he's taking him home to Kansas because that's home. And not the Fortress of Solitude, because I feel even with the Fortress of Solitude, like, for Clark Kent, home is always going to be Smallville. I mean, that's just in my... And I feel that's how James Gunn would approach the character as well, that home would be Smallville and not the Fortress of Solitude. The Fortress of Solitude is a base of operations kind of thing like that, where, like, the duality of the superhero, where Bruce Wayne is the mask for Batman, deep down, Superman is Clark Kent, Kal-El, kind of thing like that. That's who he is. Superman is his mask, kind of thing. I also like the quick little depictions we saw of Clark Kent with the floppy, messy hair, really bungling nerd kind of like the way Christopher Reeves did it, where it's like if you ran into this Clark Kent on the street, you wouldn't even notice him. You would just walk right by him. You just like, oh, Superman? No, that guy ain't Superman, kind of thing like that. If you were trying to like look at every individual person in Metropolis and figure it out. And I think like James Gunn understands that, because everybody talks about glasses like, oh, you don't know who I am now, but you do. But it's not, the glasses are just part of this, guys, because if you can see the glare in my glasses, like it prevents you from really seeing my eyes, and that's the one thing about Superman is his striking blue eyes with the dark hair, and so the glasses can kind of hide from seeing the eyes. So that's the reason why the glasses are part of this guy's. But also his hair's done differently, and he just acts completely different. Like if you take anybody that you barely know, 'cause you got to remember, like us as the readers, we see Clark, we see Superman, like we are like best buddies with him. We know every ins and out of him, but your average person in Metropolis doesn't. They might not even know. They know Clark Kent's name on a byline in the Daily Planet. They don't know Clark Kent. They don't know Superman. They see pictures from Jimmy every once in a while, but it's not a Spider-Man Peter Parker thing where Parker gets these up-close great shots of Spider-Man because he is Spider-Man. Jimmy's got to try to take pictures like any other photographer would from the ground level and things like that. So there's probably, in reality, not too many detailed pictures of Superman's face going out there, like in the real world situation, if we're comparing that to. So, but he does a great job, like I said, the bumbling around Clark Kent kind of thing like that, like sloop shoulders, not like standing up straight, not like I'm Superman kind of thing like that. So I do like to see that. We do see Lois in it, but we don't see like much of Lois. I don't think we saw Perry White in there. I've seen stills of the actor playing Perry White, but I don't recall seeing Perry in the trailer. And of course, we got Hot Girl. We got Guy Gardner, played by Nathan Fillion. I don't know. I know James loves to put Nathan in all of his movies, and I really like Nathan Fillion. He's one of my favorite actors. But that hairstyle on an older Nathan Fillion, it's just off-putting. It is so off-putting. Like, I saw that, I was like, what the hell is this? Because I know Guy Gardner is supposed to, especially with that haircut, is supposed to look goofy. But Nathan Fillion with that haircut is just, at least in that one scene, that one picture where he's shooting from the Green Lantern ring, it's just so off-putting. Like, it'll probably look better in other scenes, but oh my god, just his face being all like crinkled up because he's making like some sort of scowl, and then the hair, the bowl cut just coming down to there. It's ridiculous, which is I probably what James Gunn is going for with Guy Gardner is like, you put Guy Gardner in a movie, you're probably gonna go with the ridiculousness of that character. But we saw some monsters. I don't know what that giant monster breathing fire is in the movie. It could be a new character. It could be James's rendition of another character. The deep lore of the DC universe, I don't quite know like I know the Marvel universe, because like when it comes to DC, I like to read Batman, Superman, and Nightwing comics. That's about it. Where Marvel, I read a lot more. Well, I've read a lot more. I don't read comic books anymore just because they're too damn expensive, man. I'm not paying $5-6 for like a 12-page thin paper kind of thing that once you buy it off the shelves, like, and you try to resell it, it's not even worth the cover price anymore. I just wait for, I'll get like older trades of great stories, and sometimes I'll get newer stuff if it goes on sale, but for the most part, I don't read comics anymore. Just, I don't have the time. Too many things to do. But, so I don't know what that creature is. Can't wait to see what it is. Like, this teaser did just enough to like show us like, whoa, this is going to be a packed Superman movie, but didn't like, I don't know what's going on. Like, we also saw Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, and I almost said Lex Luger with the whole wrestling thing, but he looked really cool in that. Like, he looks like Lex Luthor. So that's exciting. I remember seeing someone like doing a Twitter thread yesterday talking about how great Jesse Eisenberg was as Lex. He's like, well, you know, for the time when that movie made, like, the villain would be a tech bro, and that's how they act, very autistic. And I think you're giving too much credit to Jesse Eisenberg for his portrayal of Lex. Like, nothing about Lex was threatening. He was goofy, he was stupid, and just not the Lex Luthor that I think would go toe-to-toe with Superman. And since it was Superman versus Batman, throw in Batman for that one. It was just dumb. But Nicholas Hoult as Lex looks like a suave businessman. Looks intimidating. Looks scary. So I definitely dig that. I like. I kind of like his look for that. Nicholas Holt's just an awesome actor anyway. So I can't wait to see his portrayal as Lex, because I don't recall him having a line in the trailer. Just him looking menacing, him with a revolver, things like that. So can't wait to see Lex in there. Obviously, he's not the only baddie in there, because we see some sort of giant space monster thing that's like translucent. We see like the dragon, big monster thingy. I don't know if it's been confirmed. I've heard Brainiac, but this is one of those things where I'm trying to, because I trust James Gunn to make a good Superman movie. I'm trying to go in as blind as possible, so I'm not reading up on every rumor or synopsis on it or anything like that, because I do want to try to go into this movie as blind as possible this summer. So I'll, like I did with Deadpool, I watched this teaser trailer. When the first like official trailer drops, I'll watch that and then I'll be done. So that way I can go in as fresh as possible for the movie. Just trying to think if there's anything else really to cover with what that trailer was. But I think we kind of got it all. I'm excited for it. Like I said, this feels like a Superman movie to where, the only heartbreak I have with this, like, I kind of wish it was Henry Cavill playing Superman here. Like, I get why James Gunn recast the role. You're starting fresh, you're starting new. You want nothing left over from the DCEU. I get it. But it's just like, I really like Henry Cavill, and it always makes me feel bad that he could have been the quintessential Superman. Like, he could have been the Superman. Like, he could have replaced Christopher Reeves as the go-to live-action Superman. But his movies were just shit because they were helmed by a person who didn't get Superman. It's like having Zack Snyder do Superman would be like having Frank Miller write a Superman comic book. It's like, it doesn't fit. Like, Zack Snyder, his style would be more towards Batman, but as he showed in Superman vs. Batman snapping people's necks and killing people, he doesn't get Batman either. But having Zack Snyder do Superman is just a miscast of a director and things like that. So I always felt bad that Cavill never got to be Superman. He was this weird, hyper masculine. I hate to use this word toxic, man, but he was just this, like, he wasn't Superman. Like, he wasn't giving us hope. It was like you could see he was trying to do it, like, in his acting, but the script and everything just, it didn't work. Like, it just did not work. It's like when he destroyed that dude's truck because he was a dick to him at a bar. Superman wouldn't do that. Like, he might think about it, but Superman wouldn't do that because he's better than that, kind of thing like that. So, I don't know. I do wish it was Henry Cavill, because I feel like this, like, Henry Cavill could have really killed it as Superman here, but the actor playing Superman looks fine for the role, and God damn, these yawns. I'm sorry. Looks pretty fine for the role, and we'll see how it goes. Like, we'll see how the movie is, because, I mean, I've got a lot of faith in James Gunn to deliver a good Superman movie, but you never know until you actually see the movies. So we will have to wait and see, and I'm excited for it. I hope you're excited for it. I mean, if you watched all this way into, like, the 13-minute mark, you're probably excited for Superman. So yeah, did you watch the trailer? Let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. Are you really excited for all this? And if you know what those monsters are, go ahead and let me know. Be nice about it, though. But it does look really cool. It's got me pretty hyped. And I think this movie will do well and will prove that comic book movies aren't on their way out. It's just people don't want to flock to see bad comic book movies anymore. So I think if this does well, much like Deadpool and Wolverine, that was a good movie. People enjoyed it, so people went to see it. It made over $1 billion for an R-rated movie. Now, if this is a good movie, I think people will flock to see it, and it will show that it's not that the superhero genre is dying or dead. It was oversaturated. We got a lot of heroes no one cared about, and a lot of bad stories just to get things out there, and people just weren't going to go see bad movies. So I think, like Deadpool, Wolverine, and this could be that reset button that said, hey, no, the superhero genre is not dead. It's just the consumer wants good movies, and if we get good movies, then we'll, get good. We'll spend our money and go see the movie. So there you have it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like. Yeah, and let me know what you thought of the trailer. Are you excited? Are you excited for Captain America, Brave New World, or whatever they're calling it now? I know it was New World Order, but they changed it. Those are the only two comic movies that I can think of that are coming out this year. So let me know in the comments below. And once again, thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye.